7:34, 26 until 8 o'clock. Gary Burbank on the Big 8. 59 is our current temperature. Sunny and pleasant. The man say today up to 85 a high.
Let's pick a pack of juicy fruit gum.
Let's pick a pack from the juicy fruit tree, 'cause the flavor's so good. You gotta get some.
Just pick a pack and you'll see.
Pick a pack.
What a happy feeling.
Juicy fruit.
What a happy flavor.
Open a pack of juicy fruit gum. Chew it and let all the flavor come through. Pick a bright yellow pack of juicy fruit gum. Let it all happen to you. It'll make you smile.
What a happy feeling.
Pick a yellow pack.
What a happy flavor.
Brighten up your day.
'Cause it's so delicious.
Brighten up your day. Chewing juicy fruit. Let's pick a pack of juicy fruit gum. Let's pick a pack. CKLW.
Mama Lucia's doing the hoochie-coochie again this morning. She's shaking so hard she looked like a burlap bag full of bobcat. Whole body is singing. Ain't it good?
CKLW 7:39 in the morning, mouth at 21 until 8 o'clock. The Tigers lost again last night. 3-2. Chicago beat the 3-2 last night. Don't worry, though. They're just trying to scare everybody. That's all. That's all. They're going to do at the end of the season. And coming up in just a few minutes, I have a great fact from the Burbank Lunatic Book of World Records, the Burbank Lunatic Almanac, as it says sometimes. It's another fact that will astound you and amaze you. If you're the type of person who, say, could read Bob Talbert's column from beginning to end.
In other words, if you have the intellect of a glass of water.
Right. It's at 7:39. Good morning. That's coming up, okay? Now,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your local Ford dealer's Late Late Show and our feature presentation entitled, It's Clearance Time. An all-star cast has been assembled for this year's show. You'll see Ford Ltd. in its lead role as the well-built, strong, quiet type. The dashing style of Ford Torino, cast as the solid midsize. And though the parts are small, the performances are beautifully economical by the compact Maverick and back-to-basics Pinto. To the sporty Mustang, too, critics at Motor Trend gave Car of the Year rave reviews. And in a special guest appearance, the magnificent Thunderbird gives an elegant show, performing at a surprisingly reasonable end-of-season price. There'll be continuous award-winning performances from the entire Ford lineup, all through the summer of '74.
That's right. Get a clearance special deal on any new sporty Mustang, too. Big Mustang selection, all Mustang colors. Low clearance prices on Mustang at your local Ford dealers won't last long.
CKLW cools you off with the Big 8 Splash. A $5,000 Esther Williams swimming pool, and it could be yours. To be eligible to win, simply be the first call answered at 258-8000 in Windsor or 298-8822 in Detroit when you hear the Big 8 Splash. Each registered contestant will have a chance to win the $5,000 Esther Williams swimming pool. Drawing will be held July 31st. The Big 8 Splash. Yours from CKLW.
CKLW, Green River, Memphis.
Like the Detroit River.
7:43 at Gary Burbank, and I promised you a fact that will amaze and astound you from the Burbank Lunatics Almanac, and here it is, folks. On January the 18th, believe this or not, Lloyd Bob Krapos of the Downriver area saw a small boy wearing a toupee and looking into a mirror while he read the news sitting on the curb. Lloyd Bob asked the boy his name. The boy answered, Bill Bonds. 1 week later, Krapos had his name legally changed to Bill Bonds. 3 weeks later, he had plastic surgery performed, and he looked exactly like Bill Bonds. He then took ego lessons and learned to talk exactly like the boy he saw sitting on the curb. He then became famous all throughout Detroit as Bill Bonds. But last week, believe it or not, Lloyd Bob Krapos, now Bill Bonds, learned to his horror the boy he saw sitting on the curb looking into a hand mirror reading the news had lied. This boy's name had coincidentally been Lloyd Bob Krapos, too. So for all these years, believe it or not, there has been no Bill Bonds. Only 2 Lloyd Bob Craposes.
That is amazing!
Certainly is. 7:44:16 until 8. Good morning.